Hello, my name is Latasia Gamble, and I am doing a professional disposition for Grand Canyon University. And it's about basically the dispositions that I believe that I can improve in, and the ones that I feel like are my strengths in terms of teaching, or what I think will help me to be a better educator. So I'm going to get right into that. I believe the following are all dispositions that I possess that will make me a successful teacher in the classroom in the near future. And they are fairness, reflection, curiosity, honesty, compassion, advocacy, and dedication. I feel like I possess those things because I've always been like a lifelong advocate. I remember in undergrad I took an advocacy class just out of sheer enjoyment for it, I believe, and I was curious, and I ended up really liking that class. I got a really good grade in it. I got an A. Compassion, reflection, curiosity, fairness, and dedication, those have always been things that I felt a teacher should be. My mom was a teacher. She taught preschool, and I want to go as far as elementary. I'm still exploring basically where I want to be, but I know my starting point needs to be elementary because that's where I feel most comfortable at. And it's something that isn't built within you. It's definitely something that it has to be intrinsically motivating. Teaching isn't, the highest paying job, but it is something that you will get intrinsic fulfillment for if you really are interested in it, I believe. I think the disposition that I can improve in, though, before I enter the classroom as a teacher is professional conduct. I believe that I carry myself in a professional manner. However, if I'm reflecting off of my previous year as an instructor's aide at University Heights Charter School in Newark, I can say that I need to build my professional attire a little bit more. Being as though I just graduated from college over a year ago, like a little over a year ago, that transition into like the corporate world, I guess, from just kind of let me get up and get to class is what I'm working on. And so I feel I have a few interview pieces and they're really key components, but I feel like I can build my attire to be a little bit more work friendly, being as though that's what I'm going to be doing for the next 50 to 60 years of my life. Also, I just had a baby within like the last year, and so I remember like part of the professional conduct disposition was that like you have to be on time, you have to dress your part and things of that nature. And one of my problems was getting to work on time, for the simple fact that it was kind of like a scramble trying to see where like who can watch him. But now he's in daycare, so it's gonna be like a little bit easier to get to work once the schedule is brought about within like the next upcoming school year. But looking back and reflecting on that, that's something that I believe could have been done a little bit better on my part if I would have woke up maybe just a little bit earlier, just to kind of figure things out. So I would say my professional conduct is part of what may make me a better teacher in the long run. I believe that these dispositions help me to demonstrate my understanding in factors such as cultures, genders, and learning differences by reminding me of the core values which led me to kind of confirm myself as in the role as an educator. In my opinion, as a teacher, you should want to advocate for those who aren't old enough to advocate for themselves yet. And you should want to be that voice for those who can't express themselves or haven't found the right words to say to express themselves yet because, they're still young. You're teaching them and instilling them to be able to be a voice of reasoning within the future. So that duty is bestowed on you. But that's something that you should want. A teacher should want to be a teacher because of the simple fact that it does take a lot of time. It does take a lot of dedication to students and younger generations because the outlook that you have on them already, even prior to being a teacher, just knowing that you want to be one, is that you look at students not only as children, but as like the future generation. You're looking at them as though these are the future doctors, these are the future lawyers, these are the future engineers, these are the future this is the future generation that is going to pilot us into something that we've never seen before, and it's hopefully for the better. But so you want to be the only person that can, not the only person, you want to be the key person in that generation's life that actually builds them up and enhances them to believe that they can be the president, the future lawyer, the future doctor, that future engineer, etc. After that, I believe, in my opinion, everything is just essentially like political correctness and execution. So actually learning how to teach, learning to become a teacher and how to carry yourself and how to inspire others, as well as teach the necessary tools that'll get them there. As its instructor's aide, I already received feedback. As I said before, I work in University Heights Charter School in Newark as a teacher's aide, instructor's aide. I already received feedback that requires self-reflection. I welcome it, honestly, because when people see you doing the right thing, when people see somebody who really knows and what they want to do in terms of education, they're not just here for a paycheck or anything. They want to help you. They want to inspire you. They want to build you. And they do see your potential in the classroom. And that's what I believe this current environment has served for me. As far as what they've told me, it basically, as far as like the feedback that I've received so far, it's shown me like my strengths and where I can do better at. In my opinion, feedback is all constructive criticism, and no one would bother to relay this information to me if they didn't see a promise in me. So at the end of the day, I am here for the students, and thus I become a lifelong learner myself because I learn how to teach them. And I feel like that's an important part. In order to be a teacher, you have to be a learner. You have to be a student. You're not only learning from the professional developments. You're not only learning from like those days when you're in school and you're working towards the alternate route or your master's program or etc., like I'm doing right now. But you also learn from your students. If you are not open to being a lifelong learner and switching things up, then you won't get there. And that's all that matters, is if they get it. I hope this helps. I hope this is it. Thank you.